His opponent today, wrestling out of Canada, the national heavyweight champion, coming in at 233 pounds, introducing Ronnie Garvin. Your referee, Jerry Calhoun, and we're about ready to go, Gordon, with the action in this one fall, 15-minute time limit.
There's the bell. Ronnie Garvin moving out, goes in collar and elbow very quickly on Hutchison. A good waist cinch and a duck under and go behind, and high waist lift takedown, and goes to a front chancery. And so it is Garvin driving Hutchison back into the ropes, and a queen break by the national heavyweight champion, Garvin. They lock up collar and elbow once again. Another duck under, lateral drop and takedown by Garvin. And Mr. Hutchison so far is getting a bit of a wrestling lesson, Rance.
Yeah, Gordon, he's been around a couple of 3 years, and Hutchinson has learned, but certainly not enough to get in there with on an even basis with Ronnie Garvin. Boy, Garvin can do it all.
Well, go ahead.
Kind of a guy that can get rough to this Garvin when he's inclined to.
He can. He's known as the man with the hands of stone, and he has a tremendous right hand when if somebody wants to pierce six it with him. Right now, full arm drag and twist by Garvin keeps Hutchison under control. And snapmare from that point takes Hutchison back to the canvas, and Garvin inside step over on the arm. An inside step over on the arm. This could be a possible submission hold on Hutchison. Hutchison turning into the ropes now, utilizing those ring ropes, using it as an ally, forces the break. Back on his feet, but that left arm starting to give him some trouble.
Always am interested when people boo a wrestler for doing that, for using the ropes. By golly, I believe if I was under the kind of pain that Hutchinson was, I think I'd be, oh, look at here, Gordon, he's coming back.
Okay, Pat Hutchison ripping across the eyes now of Garvin, and Garvin explodes with the right hand to the top of the head. Another right hand that puts Hutchison to the canvas. And it is Hutchison now in a lot of trouble as Garvin showing exactly what we were talking about earlier. You can hear that one resound all the way across the television sports arena. It's Hutchison back to the canvas again, and Garvin staying in complete dominance here on one Pat Hutchison. Irish whip off the ropes, high backdrop, and Hutchison in a lot of trouble.
He is in a bunch of trouble, and as you call it, when Garvin cut loose with those hands, good night. He blasted him right down to the deck right there. Garvin with him up again. Makes that a right-handed shot one more time. Big elbow.
Coming now with that elbow then crashing down across the chest. Notice the way he's got that chin in there. And it is all over. It is all over. So the national heavyweight champion, Ronnie Garvin, makes short work indeed of one Pat Hutchison.
Pat wasn't ready for a shot at Ronnie Garvin's title. For a fact, it was a non-title bout, and Garvin coming through with a good victory over it. The action, as you can see, when we look back and see Ronnie Garvin cut loose, he bangs Hutchinson down to the deck, drops with that big elbow in there, and then covers him up, and that's what it takes. A 1, 2, 3, and Hutchinson's had it. You know, Jimmy Hart, I think, is a name that a lot of the wrestling fans know, and they have a lot of different opinions of him. Most of the folks that I know have kind of the same opinion about him. But Jimmy, I wasn't present when he came through with a statement, but Hart had a statement that he's a brand new Jimmy Hart, and he set about to prove it, Gordon. Let's take a look at some of the action that took place there.
We've got Rick Rude going against Phil Hickerson. Want to get it underway right now.
I know it. You've got, like you said, you've got a match scheduled, but I went to Phil Hickerson a while ago, and he's in the first family now, and I asked him to step back because there's something that I want to talk about right now. So he's in the back right now, but there's something I want to say. You know, like I said earlier, everywhere I go, I've got these people. I got Whimpbuster T-shirts, Whimpbuster records. My kids go to school all over the city here. The people are calling them sissies. Your daddy's a wimp. He's a coward, you know. And my daddy called me on the phone this week, and he said, you know, son, he said, I just saw you on some of the cable TV, and he said, everywhere you go, the people are making fun of you. He said, you're disgracing the Hart name. He said, you know, when I brought you up, he said, I never told you what to do and where to go, but he said, I'm going to give you some advice right now. He said, sometimes you got to do what a man's got to do. And he...
there comes Rick Rude. Oh, what? It's some kind of vial. Oh, there's another one. Powder going in Rick Rude's face, went right in his eyes. Hart did that immediately.
He said, I know these guys that you're wrestling against are twice your size, but still, it's better to get beat up sometimes than to run and be called a coward and a quitter.
Hart leaping out of the ring. Now holding on. distracting Rude. Look out, Dirty White Boys come in with studded belts wrapped around their fists. Now both the Dirty White Boys and Hart going after Rick Rude. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to get order restored, but can't do it.
At least I can have self-respect for myself, and my kids can go to school this week, and at least they'll know their daddy had enough guts to crawl into a ring with somebody, and the guy might be twice their size. So no matter what happens, I don't care, because at least I'm going to clear the record with all you people over there that I'm not a wimp or a coward anymore.
Hart with a chair in the ring nails Rude. White Boys, a couple of jars of molasses. And Dr. Detroit with a sack full of feathers. It's tar and feather time here. By the first family, Hart, his bodyguard, Dr. Detroit, and the Dirty White Boys. Rick Rude is loose now. He's head rammed into the into the ring post over here. Dirty White Boys continue to dish out the punishment to Lawler, Valiant, and Rick Rude. And now they leave after the tar and feathers.
Boy, that was a good time not to be present, Gordon.
I'll tell you what, that has to be one of the most humiliating things in the world to a competitor. And you got to say one thing about Hart. I give him grudging admiration that he has surrounded himself with some of the toughest competitors in the sport.
Yeah, golly, he certainly makes it apparent, too. And he comes out here and he'll tell you, let me tell you that doggone activity continued when it got to the auditorium and Coliseum, too, in a six-man bout that had Bundy joining the Dirty White Boys. And it had, of course, Rick Rude joining Jerry Lawler and handsome Jimmy Valiant. Let's take a look at some of that action.
The bodyguard prevents that from happening. Count of one on Lawler, count of two, a kick out. Look out. Valiant blocks it, sends the Dirty White Boy in. Valiant sent him into the table.
guarantee you that's one battle the war isn't over yet.
You got that right.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to be seeing Jerry the King Lawler very, very shortly. And right now, though, we'll just say we'll be back after these words.